So match 2 of the women's team semi-final, classes 1 to 3. Clara PODDA of Italy and Li Qian of China just inspecting each other's bats, as is allowed, just to see that everything is in order. We'll start with a couple of minutes warm-up. Li Qian already fairly warm, I'm sure, after that doubles match. PODDA will be fresh, having not played yet. She is the oldest member on the team, 65 years old. She's been on this Paralympic circuit for a long time. Silver in the Beijing team event, bronze in the singles. She's been competing in the Paralympic Games since the year 2000. She finished 7th there in Sydney in her Paralympic debut in the team event. Never played Li Qian though. The 27-year-old won a silver in class 3 singles. And she is in imperious form in this tournament. PODDA is ranked number 5 in the world for the class 2 singles. So she's not a bad player either, but she will have a lot of work to do if she's to compete here with Li Qian. Quite a bit of pressure on PODDA here. The team event, the team match is a best of 3. China have already won the doubles, so PODDA must win this one to make sure that Italy have a chance of getting through to the finals. If Li Qian wins, the match is over and China go through to the finals, where they will face either Korea or Croatia, and of course China will be desperate to defend the title they won 4 years ago in London. Of course, back-to-back Paralympic champions in the team event, gold in Beijing, gold in London, and they'll be looking for a third here. So we are underway. PODDA just acknowledging that she was slightly lucky with that shot. Came off the edge of the table, but nevertheless she won the point, and she'll take that. Fantastic play here. There was no way that Qian could go from a backhand to find that angle to return that shot, and PODDA sends it straight down the line. Brilliant point. PODDA delighted with that one, takes a 2-point lead. She's had a couple of lucky points, admittedly, the ball just glancing over the net, but she's now 3 ahead, and you can tell how much that means to her. 3-point cushion over Li Qian. He wasn't in this position too often. But she fights back. Podda is playing out of her skin here at the minute. Fantastic accuracy there with the cross-table shot. Lee couldn't quite reach it. So Qian takes the lead for the first time in this game. And you can't help but think this is where she'll get really ruthless and want to finish her opponent off. But it's not to be. Podda's hanging on, playing some brilliant table tennis. And she's level again. So the Italian saves game point, right back in it. What can she do here with a game point of her own? But with an angle like that, there's very little you can do to return it. And that is it. That was a fantastic opening game. Both players with incredible accuracy. And some really tight angles, but Li Qian wins that one, 12 points to 10.
Alza un pochino la pallina, pam! Alza un pochino, pam! E fai questo. Il corto, ok? Questo qui cerca di farlo un po' più verso il centro, più in mezzo, così, anche se lei lo prende, non ti torna con l'angolo, anche se lei lo prende. Per il resto, questa è la partita che...
那是只是一个感到调动啊，好了，再兴奋一点啊，好。
Frustrated with herself for that mistake. It's a shot she really should have made, but she sent it quite wayward, well off the table, and Podda is not pleased with that one. Really can't afford to let Li Qian take a 4-point lead here, because she will run away with this second game. Podda berating herself for not making that shot. And after going toe-to-toe with Li Qian, she's in a spot of bother. She pulls one back, but still quite a bit of work to do here. Six-point lead now for China. Podda looking decidedly rattled. But that is a great shot. Looked somewhat accidental, but she'll take that any time. Li Qian, no way she can reach that corner of the table. Li Qian closing in on this second game. This is a best of 5. And now, game point to China. Two games to love to China then. Podda played some fantastic table tennis in the first, couldn't quite find a rhythm in the second, and Li Qian somewhat lucky to get that last point to win that game. Just glanced over the net, but nevertheless, she wins that one, 11 points to 3. Best of 3 games here in the individual round. China leading by 2 games to love. And Li Qian will want to win this one and wrap it up. Podda knows she must win to stay in the match. That's the angle that these players are trying to go for, just sending the ball into the top corner next to the net, because it's very difficult for these athletes to reach when they're sitting. She's such a cool, calm customer, Li Qian, but ruthless with those powerful shots. A timeout. Teams are allowed a timeout once per match, so you have to use it wisely. Italy have called it with Podda 3 points behind in this third game, critical third game.
Questo qua veloce, non glielo fare troppo nell'alto, faglielo un po' più da qua. Appena ti arriva qua su.
在自己节奏控制住，连发球以长球为主，展示的不好，表达了在过渡还是要过渡一点，有心啊。
That timeout doesn't really seem to have given Italy much of an advantage. China now with a 5-point lead. Make that 6. And Podda with an awful lot of work to do in this one, a must-win game. She did so well to return that, the Chinese athlete. And she is really finding her stride now. She's keen to get this game wrapped up. She wins this game, she wins the match. It's looking like a formality now for the Chinese. And Li Qian has game point. Game point and match point, I might add. Struggling to find her serve, Podda. Couple of let points there. And that is it. Game and match to China. Li Qian with the straightforward 11-2 win there. She wins by 3 games to love. Podda played some good table tennis in the first, but ultimately wasn't able to keep pace with the Chinese athlete, defending champion, silver Paralympic medalist, and China win the doubles and the first singles match. They win by 2 rounds to love, meaning that they seal their place in the final. Of course, they'll be looking to defend the medal they won in London, also won in Beijing.